Friends, India has all kinds of politicians. Superstar, struggler, gentle, ruthless, revolutionary, obedient, loud, silent, enemies disguised as friends, and friends disguised as enemies. We even have fighter, highwayman, dictionary, and bulldozer. But recently, a new kind of leader emerged in Indian politics that shocked everyone: the cockroach. May 15, 2026. During a Supreme Court hearing, the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Suryakant, made certain comments regarding India's unemployed youth, using words like cockroach and parasite. This immediately sparked a massive wave of public reactions, satire, and jokes. May 16, 2026. An Indian student studying at Boston University, Abhijit Dipke, announced the launch of the Cockroach Janta Party as a political satire. It was pitched as a platform for all the cockroaches out there and the voice of the lazy and unemployed. After this, the cockroach showed its magic. Within just 5 days, the Cockroach Janta Party gained more social media followers than India's two biggest political parties, the BJP and Congress. The hashtag #MainBhiCockroach, I too am a cockroach, began trending. Citing national security concerns, the government had their X account withheld in India, but they simply bounced back with a new account named Cockroach is Back. After causing a massive digital earthquake online, these cockroaches are now preparing to hit the ground. Abhijit Dipke is returning to Delhi, where he, alongside activist Sonam Wangchuk and fellow cockroaches, plans to launch a protest demanding the resignation of Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan over the recent discrepancies in national exams like NEET and the CBSE boards. The Cockroach Janta Party is drawing both immense praise and sharp criticism. But those are political matters. And here on Mahabalak channel, our interest lies not in politics but in stories. So which ancient story sheds a light on these modern events? In chapter 45 and 46 of the Krishna Janma Khand of Brahma Vaivarta Purana, one of the 12 sacred Mahapurans, there is a profound story about the Darp-Bhanga, or the shattering of pride of Lord Indra. After Indra, the king of gods, defeated the formidable demon Vritrasura, he became very arrogant. Suddenly, his magnificent capital city felt far too small. He summoned Vishwakarma, the divine architect, and commanded, "Build me a new Amaravati, a city grander than anything that has ever been built." For 100 years, Vishwakarma poured his heart and soul into building the city. Yet, Indra rejected his work, saying, "I have infinite time, make it even better." A distressed Vishwakarma approached Lord Brahma. Brahma listened to his plight and shared the concern with Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva. The next day, a young Brahmin boy appeared near Indra's palace, gazing up at the structure. Indra noticed this dark-complexioned youth dressed in simple white attire. Attracted by his charm, a large crowd of local youth had gathered around him, watching him with immense curiosity. Indra approached him and asked, "What are you looking at?" The boy smiled and replied, "I heard you were building a beautiful new city, so I came to admire it. Truly, a city like this has never been commissioned by any Indra nor constructed by any Vishwakarma before." Intoxicated by his own power, Indra firmly believed that there was no one else like him. He was confused who these other Indras were. He asked, "Oh child, how many other Indras do you know of, and how many other Vishwakarmas have you heard of?" The boy calmly replied, "Within the lifespan of a single Brahma, more than 1,000,000 Indras rise, rule and fall. And across the endless universes, there are countless Brahmas. If we cannot even count the Brahmas, then counting the number of Indras is utterly impossible." Saying this, the boy began to laugh. When Indra demanded to know the reason behind his laughter, The boy pointed towards a long, orderly line of ants marching across the palace floor. He said, "Every single one of these ants was once a mighty Indra in a past life, and due to their deeds, they have now been reborn in the form of ants. Therefore, pride is entirely futile." As Indra stood frozen contemplating these words, an old sage came there. On the sage's chest was a distinct circular patch of hair with several strands noticeably plucked out. Indra curiously asked, "O holy sage, who are you, and why are there patches of missing hair on your chest?" The sage replied, "My name is Lomash. Every time a reigning Indra falls from power, one hair is plucked from my chest. As you can see, many have already been pulled out, but a vast number still remain." With those profound words, the young boy, who was actually Lord Vishnu in disguise, and the sage, who was Lord Shiva, vanished into thin air. Indra finally realized that one must never grow arrogant over a temporary post, for it is bound to slip away sooner or later. He immediately called back Vishwakarma and said, "There is no need to make another Amravati. What you have made is good enough." Friends, when individuals ascend to high positions, it is easy to become addicted to power. That power belongs to the chair, not to the individual temporarily sitting on it, but we tend to forget that. So, to anyone holding a public office, be it a judge, a minister, a police officer, or a bureaucrat, if the ordinary public starts looking like mere insects to you, then it is time to remember the story of Indra, especially before calling someone a cockroach. The cockroach might look just like an insignificant pest, but let me tell you an interesting scientific fact. Modern humans evolved on Earth about 300,000 years ago, whereas cockroaches have been on Earth for more than 300 million years. The cockroaches did not just precede humans, but the chances are that if humans end up wiping themselves out due to nuclear war or climate change, the cockroach will still calmly survive. Back in 1965, at the height of the nuclear arms race between the US and the USSR, there was an organization called the National Committee for a Sane Nuclear Policy, which appealed to both the superpowers to control their nuclear arsenal. Their slogan became incredibly famous. Today, I leave you with that very slogan. I will see you in the next episode. Till then, Jai Hind. A nuclear war, if it comes, will not be won by the Americans, the Russians, the Chinese. The winner of World War III will be the cockroach.